Konnichello everyone! Today we're creating a glamorous, Great Gatsby inspired makeup look full of 1920s elegance and vintage luxury. Without further ado, let's get started! Let's put our hair out of the way for our clean canvas. First up, skincare. I'm using Hada Labo's Kyokujin Premium Skin Lotion so the makeup melts beautifully into the skin. With my favorite sunblock, Skin Aqua, applying it gently so we stay protected but still radiant. Before I actually start my makeup, I like to already put on my contacts. Later, I actually switch my contacts to a more darker color. With the Happy Skin tint, I apply it all over my face and especially focusing on the center of my face for that natural gradient effect. Using a big sponge, I make sure that I spread it evenly on my face for that smooth look. I will set my base lightly with powder. This will help the makeup stick to the skin better and last longer on my face. For the brows, I use the O2O Brow Cream. I know it's already cracked, I used it too much. I'm keeping them soft and straight for that innocent Toyin look. I'm filling them lightly and brushing them down slightly to make the lines less harsh. Time for the eyeshadow. I know my palette looks so overused, but anyways, I'm applying a slightly darker shade as my base, blending it all over my eyelids including my lower lids. Then using a darker brown shade, I'm applying it on the outer corners of my eyes and blending it to create that depth illusion. Also on my bottom lids, blending that excess color on the outer corners. I like to go on a second layer of the darker brown on the tip of my outer lids to emphasize the gradient effect of the eyeshadow. With a smaller brush, I use the same darker brown shade just below my waterline. Starting on the middle, I'm shading softly under my natural under eye fat to create the aegysal. Make sure to blend it outwards instead of inwards. Using this matte pinkish almost white color on my contour palette, I'm applying it on the middle to make the aegysal much more clear. I'm placing a light shimmer in the center so my eyes look bigger and make the aegysal pop more. I apply it on the center of my eyelid to put more life and glimmer on the eye look. With this Clio liner pencil, I line my upper waterline to complete that gradient look for the eye makeup. On the eyeshadow palette, with a small diagonal brush, create a base wing to make a shadow for the eyeliner. I used a dark brown eyeliner and I'm drawing a thin line close to the lash line, extending it to make a wing. Time for lashes. I'm using this viral K-pop lashes. Always remember to curl those lashes. I love using these mascara-like lash glue. It makes it so much easier to apply. Gently, I apply the individual clusters to my lashes. I like to gently push my lashes after applying to really lock it in. For the lower lashes, I'm adding individual clusters to make the eyes look bigger. Give it time to settle before proceeding to the next step. To add finishing touches, mix the matte and shimmer together and apply it on the inner corners of the eye. I like to line the creases of my eyelids to make it longer. I'm using the Anastasia contour stick. I line the side of my face down to my jaws, on my forehead, and focusing on the nose bridge and tip for that slim, delicate shape. See how much my face slimmed down. Blending is key. Always blend the contour well. Do not leave harsh lines. Just to emphasize the nose contour, I like to go over that inner corners of my eyes with a shimmer. Mixing two shades of blush, orange and pink to be precise. I'm placing it high and slightly under the eyes for that sweet flushed look. I'm also adding a little around my face and on the chin and nose to create that soft dreamy vibe. Highlights. Grabbing that white shimmer and placing it on the tip of my nose and on the center of my nose bridge. With my favorite lip product, Romance, I'm applying a deeper color inside and overlining on my bottom lip for that jelly look. Going in with my highlighter on my cupid's bow to lock everything in, I'm misting with setting spray. Now the makeup looks seamless, soft, and glowing. With that, we're all done. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye!